Ah, I have returned. We are back. Live2d rigging with me, your host. I need to get a new office chair. I need to get a lot of things. Just, oops. Nope. Not like that. There you go. Tweaking the position of my, my phone. Yeah. So off screen, I made his pants move a little bit. I haven't really done nearly as much work on, well, everything as I'd like to. I did a lot of things on my to-do list last week, and it's still so many things. Now, I mean, I add to it. There are, you know, things I realized that I was like, oh, I need to do that. But we can knock some stuff off today. Yeah, make that list shorter so I don't have a fucking aneurysm. Oh, actually, speaking of, not aneurysms, but knocking things off the list, you can check that off. Let's get started with the torso here. The torso do need to be torsoing. This little one, how visible is that if that stuff there? Okay, that'll be visible. It won't be mega visible, but I'm going to go ahead and report this to the artist so that we'll knows. Alrighty, ready. Okay. That shouldn't slow us down at all, because that's just a texture change, and I mean the outside line is there, so we can rig this as normal. It'll just have a little hole in it, and then when we get the fixed version, we can, well, just import it, and then it'll overwrite this one, and all will be dandy. All will be dandy, I say. You need to be careful about the abs, because the abs might want to move. Kind of shredded. Yeah, that's too far. What was I think? Well, I know what I was thinking. I was thinking I'll just, you know, slap a basic movement on it and then see how that looks, so I can adjust it from there. And it'll probably be too much or too little. And it was too much. Now, I may want to... Yeah, let's restart that from the beginning. Oh, Love's Faith. Thank you for the follow. I don't have my headphones on, so I didn't hear the ding, but thank you. What brings you to the channel? Let me... Okay. Phones are on. I will hear stream notifications. I usually don't put them on during rigging streams because right. So I have a wireless headset. So if it's inactive for a while, it just turns off. And then, you know, I get silence interrupted by the disconnected, like, notification from the headphones. And that's kind of annoying. So I just usually don't bother. At least, you know, while I'm rigging. Emperor Zenderman, hello. Brings you to the channel. Yeah. I am sore, a little tired, otherwise fine. Not a bad place to be in to be working, because I find that when I'm like this, it kind of stills the mind. Well, I mean, you may listen to me and being like, is that still? Then kind of. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? This is a delicate little dance here. So this part of the layer has to go that way, that part has to go that way. Oh, and that's the problem. Problem is I didn't mesh this well. I should have put a line here for the abs. Oh, this thing hasn't actually moved on anything else. I could just remesh this right now and not be a problem. Right here, let's move that. Not on anything else. This isn't on anything. Perfect. Okay. So for the most part, this is good. We just want to make sure that the abs and kind of, I guess, the bottom of the pecs as well. Maybe the shoulder plates. Okay, we'll redo the entire internals. Just gut the whole thing. And restart. That line around the edge is fine. Do not cancel the canceling. Okay. Some piece in there should be fine. Yeah, we'll subdivide each of those. Really unnecessary, but when we do this, the result should be we have more, we're better able to control how the abs move in relation to the rest of the torso. It'll save us quite a bit of finagling. But the dot in between each ab. And on the pecs, something like that. Auto connect that. Should be good. Oh yeah. Way better ab control now. I probably just hit the thing with a 4 division and gotten good enough results, but I should be more conscious of how I'm meshing things. I usually just mesh until I'm like, that mesh looks good. But it's like it's an entirely vibes-based thing, really. Ash, Booba. Yes, that's right, Ash. Booba. How are you doing, Ash? I overslept a little bit today. You can probably hear it in my voice. You're welcome, I suppose. Gotta be careful about that gap there. bit too far out here. Oh my, I'm doing pretty good. You may notice that the title of this one says shorter, question mark. This is because I don't know if this stream will be shorter or not. Because I told a friend I'd help her with some yard stuff. But I don't know. But she needs, like, something. She needs, access to a truck. She's got to borrow a truck from a family member, to get all that done. So I don't know if she'll have the truck. But if she does, I'm going to leave. Because I am a man of my word. Just remember that I'm a man of my word, so if I ever go out, I say I need to give milk. Just be patient. Ooh. A gentleman. Yeah, of course. Look at me. I have to alter the pants a little bit. I feel like they don't quite match up with how I want the body to move. But there's still tweaks to be made here. Usually on male models, I go for a lot of why you gotta be that hot. I just exist the way I do, alright? I mean, sometimes I say things where I know that, you know, you find that hot because I will watch you get flustered and it's funny. But usually I'm just, like, speaking. Okay. I had a moment a couple of months ago where I don't know, I was feeling kind of down, I guess. And then I walked I was taking a shower post-workout. I saw myself in the mirror, and my initial thought was like, damn, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to the world, because I have been single my entire life, which means no one has had the opportunity to date this. And for that, I am sorry. Like, that was my guttural response in that moment. some people have tried to tell me that I have a superiority complex, and I'd say that my superiority is actually quite simple. How's your head, Ash? Still cooking on the second half of that air fryer? Well, now can't tell. It'd be really funny if, to truly complete the air fryer analogy, at one point you're just going through your day and there's like a loud, the beeping comes back for like a minute or two, and then when it ends you're like, holy shit, it's done. My brain works again. I just had to reheat it in the air fryer. I wish, lol. Ash, you know what I realized something the other day, right? You were talking about how, a while ago, my hair is blocking. I just noticed that my hair is blocking the, like, bottom, like, rung of chat. I'm gonna move myself slightly. Now I'm only blocking it a little bit. The first message, you have to read it through my hair. That's words. I'm looking for words that I was gonna say, and those words were, I was thinking about a couple streams ago you mentioned that you know, I don't show like any skin at all, really, except for this bit on the head and neck. I'm even you know, I'm wearing gloves. I haven't shown you the bottom of this model. Like, I've only shown it like torso up. That is because some of the layers are a little bit missing at the moment. And I'm waiting for them to be sent to me so that I can show you the completed model. Well, but I realized that this model is showing even less skin than the previous one, because, you know, I got the high collar, I got the gloves, I got the, you know, full formal uniform. Oh, you haven't seen my boots either. I like my boots. But I'm also wearing a half mask. So there is really, really not a lot. Not a lot at all. This model does have skin. It's fine to take your shirt off. Oh, you. Oh, you, Ash. Oh, you rambunctious little rascal. Wait, the trilobite. It cost you nothing. I mean, well, it cost you typing minute, but that's basically free. So as long as there is a chance of return, I suppose it's worth it. Oh. Alright. What's wrong with this? Okay, this goes down a little bit, which is something we don't want. Okay, that's better. It's a little bit of a pushback there. Obviously, this no longer lines up with this stuff, but it's all part of the plan. We'll make it line up in a bit. Yeah, it's a little much for the picks there. Body movement on male models usually pretty subtle the way I do it, so I want to make sure that it's, well, good. You can hide a lot of things with bounces and jiggles. A lot of shit angles can be hidden with bounces and jiggles. A lot of this is gonna look like undoing stuff I've just done. And that's because that is what I'm doing, because I realized I made a mistake. Right now, this needs to be... Okay. Let's try hitting that with the reflection. Let's see how that works. Okay, the packs are doing a little bit too much, and they're also angling down here, which is not what I want. I just want them to turn. That's all. Ugh. I'm going to a barbecue place tomorrow. It'll allow me to momentarily sate my desire to sink my teeth into large chunks of flesh. I don't even know what that noise was. Malky, hello. How are you? Ayo? What do you mean, ayo? What's the ayo? That's think teeth and what? Large chunks of flesh. You ever get that, like, desire in your jaw? I don't know how else to describe it, but like a thirst for flesh that exists in your teeth. Just a desire to bite meat. Rip it apart. I'm not a vampire, by the way. Oh, I haven't done any close-ups on the mouth. Because I was waiting for myself to finish my V-Bridger upgrades, but that might take a while. Let me bring me closer for a moment. I got upgraded teeth. I mean, you can't see the other side, but it's basically the same. The vampire. Sometimes, not gonna lie. You got teeth. By the way, I just want to say, nowhere in any of my, like, you know, briefs, I suppose, to Ghoul was the word vampire ever mentioned, or was a reference of a vampire ever included. But I turned out like this, and he looks great. There's some things I need to fix. Like, look at this eyebrow. Okay, look at the shading under the eyebrow. This annoys me. It doesn't follow the eyebrow. This is entirely my fault, but I did not notice it until recently. Sensed it. I've been called a vampire in real life. Mostly because I have pale skin and sharp teeth. And probably also the thing I mentioned the other stream about how I, like, move like a predator. Not like, you know, a kidnapper. I mean like a panther. I think she just incorporated some of my natural vibes. But you're good. You're good, Malky. Wait, is it Malky or Malcy? I mean, I told y'all about the, speaking of vampire vibes, I told y'all about the cougar who hit on me because of my vampire vibes. Right, back to work. Back to work. She certainly sensed it. It's... I'm looking forward to how this mouth is gonna look when I get the V-Bridger stuff all working. Because, movements are so smooth. I like working in this program. I forget that sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, ugh, got shit to do. And you know, when I'm super busy, a lot of times Live2d feels like, yeah, it's just another thing on my to-do list, but rigging, fun. A little bit more outwards movement on this pick. I had to take a call. How's it going? It's going pretty good. I just talked about, you know, how I like rigging. A little bit more about my teeth, vampire vibes. Oh, did you catch the story of that cougar who hit on me in a bar because of my vampire vibes? I did mention that. Also, I asked you if your name was Malcy or Malky. Malky, okay. Damn, vampire game. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna like Vampire Riz. I wasn't doing any rizzing. You know, I was just existing, and then I was out for my birthday. And then this lady's daughter was like, you better watch out, my mom's a cougar, and she's really into Twilight. And then she went and told her mom about me, and then her mom started trying to flirt with me. It was kind of funny. Yeah, there's a clip for it on my YouTube channel, actually. Shameless plug for myself. But yeah, at the on the Theodosius Rex channel, you can watch that video of where I am very hungover and I explain what happened. Oh god, that was one of the worst hangovers I've ever had. Ugh, not fun. I didn't sleep that night. Could have been a stepdad. I could have been a stepdad to a woman who was like 4 or 5 years older than me. Something I didn't mention in that video is, but I realized after I told someone else about that. Oop, I clicked there were not BRBing. I misclicked that. I told someone else about that story, and they made me realize that the shit the daughter said to me implies that she was perfectly okay with hearing me and her mom and me, rather, grammar is important, have sex. You'll put that together if you watch the video. It's wild. Yeah, that was a night. That was one of the nights of all time. I went to a bar with my friend because he was just like, hey, let's go out for dinner and then go to a bar, you know, hang. And I was like, okay, sure. I got overcharged for a shitty Mai Tai. Expected, I suppose. But I ended up talking to this pair. They were on a first date, and I think I might have accidentally ruined this guy's first date by telling the girl he was with that story, because she was laughing really hard at what I was saying. Whoops. It is an objectively funny story. It's save some for the rest of us. Oh, don't worry. I have been. I am terminally single. And I need to figure out what to do about the neck. Alright. come later, though. I think that's good. I'll probably hate that within the hour. But that's the nature of the job. So glad I got my AC set up. I don't have to fucking cook and boil every time I stream it. Do I want to glue that? I need to employ glue in my models, but I don't. Because, like, you see this gap here? I could be like, use glue. And then so when I move this, it would pull that. And then I can adjust this a little bit. It would save me some time if I used it properly. But well, this is a pretty simple layer, so this is not going to cause me much dismay. Oh, it is going to cause me a little bit, just some mild, tiny dismay. Small mode dismay. Is, oh. Right. Why is the arm R in the coat? I don't want it to be in the coat. Let's set it to root. So then we're here, we're going to I need to make more money. I was thinking in the shower the other night, my hourly rate overall for streaming has been horrible. When I think about all the time I've put into streaming, I mean, I don't do this for money, obviously. I would have quit a long time ago if I was doing this for money. I do it because it's fun. But if I were thinking about it in terms of money, how many hours have I streamed? I think it's a lot. Here, let me go to my analytics. My time streamed. Did I start streaming? What? March of 22? Yeah, because I have streamed for 2,042 hours, basically. Gotta ask, how did you learn rigging? I'll get to that in just a second. My brain is stuck on a division problem, and I need to resolve it. Okay. Okay, I'll round that to 2,000 so the numbers use now. No, I won't. I have a calculator. So it's this many dollars over this many hours. And this isn't even counting. Okay. Okay. So okay, this isn't even counting the hours I've spent like working on stuff for stream, outside of stream, like so that would be rigging my own models. I'd put that in there. That would be, you know, a bunch of stuff like that. Rigging my own models, making you know, plans for streams, the April Fool's gag models. I haven't invested in so much of the off-stream prep as some other people, obviously. As you can see from the fact that there's basically no production quality here. But anyway, all the technical tests, etc., that is time I've spent, but I can't quantify that. I don't know how much time I've spent, so I'm just going to use the time I've streamed. So the money made on Twitch versus the time I've streamed, my average pay for the entirety of my streaming career would be 10 cents an hour. Ooh-wee. How'd I learn rigging? Well, oh god. Yeah. Need to get them views up. I mean, I would like to be popular. I would like to be able to do this full time. Honestly, I think what motivates me more in terms of streaming is number go up rather than money. Like, the money would be nice. I'd like to have the money. But I guess I'd rather be famous. Lamau. But, you know, I'll do this regardless. And by the way, this is absolutely not a you guys need to pay me more thing. No. This is just a I like numbers thing. And I wanted to see what the math worked out to. I fucking did it again. I edited the default deformer. Oh, as for how I learned rigging, I thought I was gonna do my, like, you know, origin story again on my debut marathon, but I didn't. I forgot to do that. So I guess I'll do it. I'll make up for lost time. What is this? Okay, that's a piece of the back coat. That will not be visible. That's fine. That doesn't need to be fixed. I do need to make sure that doesn't show up on the texture atlas. If it shows up on the texture atlas, that'll be annoying, but that meshes around it, so the texture atlas will probably adjust for it. Should be fine. Okay, I'm gonna start from the beginning, so you can understand why I'm here at all. So I will answer your rigging question, but it'll also explain the origins. The origins of the anime boy you see before you. So I guess it all started. If we really want to go back to the domino effect, it started because I watched Ghibli movies when I was a kid. So I liked anime, and then, I started watching FMA, FMAB, Naruto, on Titan. Started getting into anime, and then I took Japanese lessons in middle school, and so I started, studying Japanese as a language, and I was like, I want to, learn story time. Yeah, I want to learn how to speak this, because I was a nerd. I mean, I still am, just a different kind of one. And I kept up my studies a little bit, not as studious as I could have been. I'm nowhere near fluent. I haven't practiced a lot recently. I've described my level of familiarity with Japanese as if I were if someone was like, okay, we've booked you a trip to Japan, you leave next week, I could brush up enough to be a functional tourist, right? I could have basic conversations. I could ask, where is the train station and stuff like that. Obviously, I would ideally have access to Google Maps and would know where the train station is from that, but anyway, so I did keep up my studies a bit in high school. Also, I made some, when I was younger, I made some content because I was a big fan of YouTube Let's Plays when I was little, when I was in 6th, 7th grade. Just a shit ton of Let's Plays. And part of that was because I didn't have my own computer. I didn't have my own computer. I didn't have an Xbox. I didn't have a PlayStation. I had a Wii. I had a lot of fun on that Wii, but this isn't a woe is me, I had nothing, because I had stuff, but it's just my parents didn't want me, doing that, I guess. But so I watched a lot of Let's Plays, and I was like, I want to make content, but I was like, I can't. I don't have a computer. Can't do that. Anyway, so I got a computer in 8th grade. Started making some content. It was dog shit. And then a couple years later, I started doing some live streams, started doing some edits. I had a small following. Not really anything crazy. I made some videos that I thought were funny. I watched through them recently because I still have most of them. I kept all of the good edits, except for one which I accidentally deleted. But they're privated on my YouTube account, and none of you will ever see them. Nobody else will ever see them. Anyway, so that is to say, I did do some content creation for a while as a hobby, and it was something I wanted to turn into a career, a means of earning revenue. And then, so I fast forward a bit, right? I kind of put that down for a bit, and then I'm in my college dorm. It's during COVID, I started watching clips of Japanese VTubers because I wanted. I was like, oh, I should, you know, keep up with my Japanese studies, and so, like, these are, you know, funny bits online, where people are just talking in Japanese, right? And they're talking about stuff I understand. They're talking about, like, you know, video games and shit like that. So, started watching that. And then eventually I was like, I kind of miss making stuff. I kind of miss streaming and whatnot. I should get back on that. And I didn't want to show my face, not because I think I'm like ugly or anything. Quite the opposite, actually. But I just, you know, privacy reasons. So I was like, if I could get a VTuber model, that would be cool. Then I could stream as a VTuber. And then I went up to Ghoul, who I know in real life, and at the time did not know the name of, well, the internet name of. I was like, hey, do you, could you maybe do this? Is this possible, hypothetically? And in the meantime, I was learning, trying to teach myself Live2d, because I was like, I have no money. If I want to do this, I can't draw. I can't draw. I will not be able to get, even if I really double down, I will not be able to get my art skills to a point that I believe is presentable in any reasonable time frame. Right. But Live2d, this technical puppet animation, oh, I can do that. I can figure out how to do that. So I figured out how to do that. I watched as many tutorials as I could find. A lot of them were either hyper specific, which was helpful for things like the mouth or the eyebrows, and a lot of them were very basic, like very introductory stuff, like how to set up a keyform, how to make a deformer, how to deform something. So that, you know, I mean, it was useful information, but it was most of the stuff was very beginner focused, and really just not a lot available that I could find at that time. After that, I know the landscape has changed since. I know there are quite a few more available resources, but I ended up finding a really there's a really good rigger by the name of Brian, works for a group called Iron Vertex. He is amazing, and he uploaded it was like, a full, like, 28-30 hours workflow. And so I had learned the very basics of, like, how to operate the program, but I did not know any of the other shit. So I buckled down and watched 28 hours of tutorials well, not even tutorials, of silent workflow. And I watched a lot of those parts multiple times because I was trying to understand what the fuck he just did. And yeah, that's how I taught myself how to rig. I mean, you know, stapled on some new skills from new tutorials, gathering shit from other riggers and whatnot. But yeah, in terms of the most like shortest direct answer is I watched a professional work for an extended period of time, and I just copied whatever they did. That's a lot of my strategy, you know, is I make imperfect copies. Stage 1 is to make an imperfect copy. Or I attempt to make a perfect copy, but I can't. So you make an imperfect copy. And then I iterate on my copy. So once I've finished, you know, the first attempt at making a copy, the reference point is no longer what I'm imitating. The reference point is now my thing. So I, you know, improve on that, and eventually it mutates into... I don't think I have a particular style. I don't think I'm good enough to have a particular style, but it'll approach that eventually. Anyway, does that answer your question? I need to get some more water. I'll be right back. Perfect. We've gotten too much done so far. Or at least not as much as I'd like to have done. We can probably... We love a good background story. Yeah. And that's how I became Batman. Like, oh no, right. Oh, great, because that's under the arm. Yeah, what is that? Oh, hang on. There's, is it edit form? There's a little Live2d tip I learned a little bit ago, but I guess I didn't learn it well enough because I tried to do it and it did not work. All right, it's okay. We what we can do is we can temporarily move the sleeve outside of the arm. So now we'll see. So now we have a sleeve here, like that. So that is slightly off from where we need it to be. Oh, because what is this? Oh, because it was part of... Oh, we put it in the coat back layer. We need this to be, say, just under upper body rotate, like that, like such. Boom. Okay. That back in there. We have this one. Sleeve R, which is already oh wait, oh no, we could have done it like that. That would have been faster. Whoops. How old am I? I am 24. Why do you ask? Did you forget how old I was again? You seem to simultaneously think that I am younger and older than I am. I remember, you remember that lady who thought I was like late 20s, gay and married? Like that was her vibe check from the street. So older, so close, young. Oh, I was gonna mention this earlier. Speaking of since we were speaking about the cougar hitting on me, I wish she was right. Well, hey, at least she was like vibe check. This guy gets action. Speaking as we were of moms hitting on me, did you finish that that drawing of me hitting on Mallow's mom? Yeah. I think. A lot of times when I ask you about art, I feel like I'm Superintendent Chalmers in the steamed hams bit. A mountain of fan art of me and my friends. Localized entirely within your computer. Yes. May I see it? No. Oh my god, there was another thing I was gonna... Oh yeah. I think I've mentioned this on stream before, too, but... You know, speaking of... You'll get all of it at some point. Yeah, that's because you wrote me into your will. I'd like to get it not in those circumstances. This is entirely unnecessary. I could have just done a diagonal one. Luckily, this line gives me a reference point. Yeah. You. Oh, I was gonna say the speaking of people vibe checking me as someone who is not terminally single. Not my my the primary care physician I used to have retired. He either retired or moved to a different practice, but he no longer worked at my local office, so I was like, okay, I'll get a new doctor. But I remember, you know, they ask you all those basic questions, you know, about your health. It's like, okay, you know, how would you just, you know, how's your diet? You know, do you eat a lot of, you know, junk food? Do you use, you know, substances? Do you drink? Are you sexually active? But I remember my last physician, the last time I was, one time when I was there to see him, he you know, he was just going through the questions, and he was like, you know, moving his pen down the paper as he was asking them, just so, you know, it was right there, so you could just, you know, check the box or write a line in the thing or whatever and keep going. But when he got to the "Are you sexually active" one, I said no, and then he had to do a double take on the paper and then move his pen to like a completely different section of the paper. This dude looked at me. It was his medical assessment was like, yeah, this dude gets action. But he was wrong. The bow indeed. What if you admitted you like? You see, it admit implies that it's a thing that I'm hiding. I'm pretty sure I don't like boys. Although every time I read the phrase "you like boys," I can't help but think of that TikTok that's like, top 10 signs you're gay. Number 1, you like boys. Oh, wait, that's not the...
You'd be certain if you've never trained out.
Vibes are wrong. I don't even know what I'm doing with that. I mean, for a more in-depth answer, like, I mean, I'm Demi, I've mentioned that before. So, like, I'm not really, moved, you know, by people's appearances that often. I don't really have, I'm not really, like, drawn to people romantically, very often at all. There have been a couple times where I have been, and it's always been girls. So there's that. The statistician in me would say that a sample size of what, like 3 or 4. Can't remember, 3 or 4. Would be too small to draw any definitive conclusions from. But little bit of a twist in the arm. Wait. Hang on, I just realized something. Why are you being like, are you sure you don't like boys when you've been saying I'm a lesbian for the past however long? The math ain't mathin'. Oop. You better. Reminds a lot of people I've met through VTubing and rigging and whatnot have been surprised that I'm not, you know, some kind of LGBT. I mean, I suppose I am, but Sierra and Lady, I remember, were surprised that I was not bisexual. Like, really? You're not? It's really just... Oh, nope. Why don't I lock the default form? Those menus don't show up, I don't think. They don't. But there's a menu, when I click this button, there's a menu that shows up. Those things. See my cursor flicker a little bit, I think? Alright, mouse over options. That reminds me. I figured out how to record Krita, you know, my drawing software, without just doing a screen cap. So I can yeah, I can just record the Krita window itself with and the drawing will actually show up, which is good. bit of a shift. This isn't a very complicated hand model, so I'm going to keep the movements relatively simple, but I do want something that, you know, adds a little bit of depth to the model, a little bit of like, oh yeah, you know, that's actually turning and whatnot. Also, I say again, I don't know what this hand wrap is for, because this is not doing shit. That is not suitable to be a boxing wrap or a bandage. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this, but did I tell you about the? I'm pretty confident I might have been like a neighborhood kid near my colleges. I might have been his gay awakening. It was a while ago. Did I tell you all about that? I think I did. They're shaped a little weirdly. Ash over here pondering the mysteries of life. Like, how, in his mind, is the VTuber in front of him both a lesbian and a boy kisser? Will he be divinely inspired and find an answer? Or perhaps will he listen to the words coming out of my mouth that neither is true? In order to be both. I'm imagining you as like Plato. Like the philosopher Plato from ancient Greece, going through like a logic problem. And it starts as like, people speak of a man in Thebes who is both a lesbian and a boy kisser. And then they go back and forth with a bunch of hypotheticals. Actually, if we're talking about the context of Greece, it's really easy to be both of those because there is a Greek island called Lesbos, or a series of islands. That's where the word lesbian comes from. Gotta do his neck. I think once I finish his neck, that'll be the entire body X done. I'm gonna take a quick break so that I can stretch a bit. I don't think we're gonna be doing any gaming today. No gamer mode, only work mode. All right. Ash, you got a lot of art ideas last time, right? If I recall correctly. How's the list looking? Okay, the shadow's just like I thought I worked it in a stupid way. But no. I don't know. Okay, so that needs to wrap a little bit. I don't have this right now at all. Necks are weird. I never know what I should be doing with them. In rigging, that is. There was a meme. There was a meme going around. The format was like, you know, what do you do for work? And the person's like, I'm a, you know, whatever. I forget what the original was. And then it's the bottom panels are the people having a perception of what that means versus what it actually means. There was a bunch of them going around the Live2d space of like, what do you do for work? I'm a rigger. And then people being like thinking about bondage shit, and then the little guy just thinking about fucking deformers and art meshes. got a T heat out of it. I remember shortly after I finished rigging. Wait, no, I wouldn't have been done with rigging shortly after I finished rigging Ghoul's model. I think this was either immediately before, or no, this was during when I was rigging Sierra's model. I was talking to Ghoul, and she was like, "Oh, you should, set up commissions and whatnot. I know I have a lot of friends who could, use some rigging." And I was like, "What? Knowing your friends, what kind?" It was actually a similar bit not too long ago. I was hanging out in Ghoul's chat. There were some other people chatting in there, and then just a bunch of people who I rigged before were in chat. And I was like, dang, there's a lot of ladies I've rigged for in here. And then it was like, if we didn't have the context of Live2d, I'd be like, damn, way to go. Okay. If you get ideas while you don't have the list, do you just put it on a smaller list and then add the smaller list to the big list? Or are you like, this is not the time for ideas, brain, turn off? That was a dumb time to ask that question, because I was just about to... I just forget the moment. Damn. Hey, I'm gonna take a stretch break. I'll be back shortly. Alright, we're back. Next, so Bit Body X. It's amazing how much work I can do when I actually do work. You know, when I just sit down and do it instead of work that isn't happening.
Upper body rotate. Oh, upper body rotate is part of the code? What? Why is it part of the code? Put it in root.
Ash, I wonder what your art situation would be if you never forgot an idea. If all of them were recorded. Sorry, I had to sneeze. But I can have the idea again. I just won't remember having it before. But there's probably ideas that you've had before that you don't remember. That, you know, you haven't been... they haven't come back around. So, I mean, I wonder in vain. It's not like I can get a beat on this, but I wonder how many that is. Okay, body Z, edit parameter. We're going to turn body Z into a blend shape. Let's see, body Z. Just gonna lean over a little bit. The sleeves. The jacket will do that as well, but we'll get to the jacket when I do toggles. Yeah. This is all making sense. Actually, let's turn off the back coat. Just to keep it simple. Alright. The core of the movement is this. But the chain will also move. Now, obviously, this looks really stupid. This is another instance where I should have used glue. I should just be using glue for a lot of things. But I don't. It's a personal failing. if I put this on that and I just do like... You're on a... God. Oh, right, I would have to put these... all of these on this. And then this would... I only put the shoe on there. And now, oh, what in the goddamn... Okay. Let's not put art meshes on there. I don't know what the hell happened. Oh, that exploded. Okay. Make a clip of that. I've been meaning to do, you know, more clips. More clips, because, you know, they're easy to make. I just gotta, like, double down and actually make them. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna put that one on my notes. Alright. I conveniently have a to-do list right over here. I'm gesturing to it. I'm actually touching it with my hand. But, you know, I don't have a webcam. I use this virtual homunculus instead. So you can't see that. But just imagine that I did the thing I did where I just extended my arm directly to the side to indicate where my to-do list is. I gotta move these two. The pant. Things I do for art. Like doing the actual work required to make it look good. Wow. That's a little bit of lean. I'll roll with it. It'll be fun. Just make his legs look a little broken sometimes, maybe. Might end up hating it. Bad stuff happens sometimes. But that just means my eyes are getting better, right? My grandma sent me a picture of a possum the other day. There's no context, just I think it was just on her back porch. This possum. That goes right up there, so my mom sent me a picture from our back porch. A while ago, sometime when I was in college, of a raccoon that was just sitting in one of our lawn chairs. He was just chilling. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the decisions I've made. Yeah. Might go gamer time here in a bit. I am very close to forming. We were playing CK3 the other day. I'm very close to forming a Greater Armenia, which would be cool. I'm not sure if there's an achievement for it, but it's a fun it's a funny button. I like the funny buttons that make new kingdoms. Those are fun to press. Drag the damn. Okay, right. Source value default locked. Right. Chain next. Actually, let's finish this pant. It's one pant. Right. Does that. Accidental save. Not a problem, but unintended. Nice, to be sure. Welcome. stuck in the weeds on that later.
I considered, you know, yesterday was April Fool's, so I hit some people with some gags, some little funny, you know. Like you, Ash. You were a victim of the funny. Of my deceptions. A victim of the funny. I don't know what that sounds like, but honestly, it kind of sounds like I'm some mega edgelord who thinks they're, I mean, a little bit, but still, just saying a victim of the funny makes it sound like I'm some mega edgelord who's like, ooh, chemical weapons were deployed, you know, and 17 people became victims of the funny. Oh, if it's true. I considered making a, I didn't really have the time, but I kind of wanted to make a, do like a, like, hey, doing some, do an April Fool's Day post where I was like, hey, I'm getting into some, you know, ASMR content. And then just have like a video that's like boyfriend calls you, ASMR boyfriend experience, boyfriend calls you from his job at the steel mill and then dies in a horrific workplace accident. Some shit like that. Bleh. Might be a good idea to go to game soon. I am starting to get a little out of focus. And these are bad. Like, the legs need to be moving more for this. And for this one, already done a bit of that. Let's do a bit more lift here, and then a bit of lift in the shoe as well. Be like, you know, lifting his heel up just a bit. Make that lean work. Okay, a bit better. You might just be leaning too far to the side. So let's set this to, I don't know, -6. Yeah, and then tweak shit to reflect the shit we've just tweaked. And then gonna have to have some wiggle from the sleeves. Oh, damn. Oh, right, I haven't swapped this one out. An easy fix, though. I need to do more. I mean, generally, but right now I'm thinking about the channel. Ooh. I found a job that I'm going to apply for. It shouldn't actually interfere with stream schedule, like, at all. Hopefully not. It's going to be working night shifts. If I get the position. Hopefully I do. Well, the ideal thing would be overnight my commissions and or Twitch channel explode, and suddenly I can justify doing this full time. Can't really bank on that one. One day. One day. Okay. Need to do more. Need to edit stuff for YouTube. Need to make more clips. To put, I think, just a little bit of extra elbow grease into the stream itself anyways. Not quite satisfied with my content. Alright. That's that and that. At a pretty good stopping point. I'm starting to lose a bit of focus on Live2d stuff. Do I have shit to do around the house? Yes. I can also play games. I should play more Siege. I'm not gonna play Siege now, like this instance. But just generally speaking, I should play some more Siege. Play a bit of Crusader Kings. The maps. That also reminds me. Let's see, let's edit the stream info. Post work gamer time. I was about to load my latest save in the game, and then I realized that my latest save was actually something I did off stream. You can make custom characters, and I made one super overpowered for shits and giggles, and I named him King Money. Actually, he was Dutch, so I named him King Money Van Dollars. We're just loading in the game here, and then we'll swap to gamer screen. Gamers. Uh, let's switch this screen. Game capture is set to CK3. Up. There's King Money himself. He's a giant. He lost a leg. The peg leg is hidden behind my body. But let's go back to our invited. How do I go to? I'm the guest of honor at a feast. I have not shown up. I have a bunch of courtier positions that can do actually good things for my realm. Oversea breeding. Architect, dev growth, high armor, piety. So a lot of these are going to cost money, but so yeah, our income has been significantly reduced by that, but we have some other advantages. Where are all my settlements? Okay, so I have this settlement. I have these settlements up here. Right, I wanted to replace this with heavy cavalry stuff. My cataphractoi as powerful as possible. We are very close to being able to claim our okay, so we need this little chunk from the Byzantines, this little chunk from the Syrians. Okay, we need that little piece of Edessa, all of Antioch, which is split between Syria and all of Cilicia, and this part of Georgia. Oh my god. I have a claim. Oh, I'm allied to them. Stop. Okay, I can seize that. Then there's also... I was about to say, like, you know, no one else is practicing that sect of Islam. But, no, that's not true. Family's motto. What is my family's motto? Christ protects us. Bot got fucking blasted. Gained a level of fame. Good, good, good. Fame is nice. Oh, there's a plague over there. Oh, I can end my entrenched regency. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I was trying to swing the scales. Are you good at anything? You're a decent spy master. My spy master is already decent. A throne of excellent craftsmanship. I like thrones. It's actually not as good as this one though, so destroy it for money. Trying to sway my Catholicos. I have 6 children. Don't need to... Summon the physician. Soft approach is best. Sweet well. Court grandeur increased. Mild epidemic prevention. Excellent. Let's seize this. It is entirely unnecessary to have all these soldiers. Yeah, that's an internal ally, actually. So you know what, let's do? Let's disband all of them. And then at my rally point here, let's raise only my men-at-arms. Okay, it'll take a while for them to all get there. Because of the... I had to send them back and then there again, and then there's a whole thing. But now they're ready. Now let's go. Let's avoid the plague. Like the plague. That's typhus. It's not the plague. I don't feel like that's the important part here. The faction against me? My cousin and friend wants this kingdom. That's my cousin. How dare he? Court grandeur has been decreased. What is my expected court grandeur? It's at like 2 though. Go to outmoded fashion. The regent now has fewer borrowed powers. That's good. Any valuable prisoners? My heirs are married. Their heir, son, and knight. Any geniuses? Too old. This is a superior quality stack. Those are Syrian troops. Get them. Get them. Get them. And I've captured her in the war. Excellent. Another. Make a sculpture. Make your sculpture. Yes. Stationed here. Spearman. Okay, so I got 4. Okay, there's my 5th. That's right. So that round of upgrades will lead to me having a couple months to be able to end my regency. Compromise. Got claims on Crusader. Damn it. How generous. Okay. What the fuck is that? That's a deadly pox. A ransom. Back to council position. Dismiss with a wave of the hand. Right, I'm no longer a regent, although I do no longer have this. Let's grant you that, because I no longer have use for it. And now he expects position. Oh, my former regent expects position. You might try to kill me. Now, this other guy, I bribe you. Let's play you. Press south. Does anyone have a claim on this? Claimants 1. No. Get back here. Oh my gosh. I need you. Be here. Any claimants for the Duchy of Antioch? Then that'll come to court. Wait, I don't have a truce with you anymore. Wait, no, I do. Damn. Prisoner has died in my dungeons. outside of diplomatic range. Three duchies. That's all. My nephew. Okay, who is the alliance between... I could force the divorce. He's unlikely to die anytime soon. Oh, you had a bastard. Oh, you're converting the faith. I need claims. Really shit at this religion thing. I stepped on a miniature sculpture and had to get the doctor to pull it out of my feet. Wow. Quite the steward, actually. That'll take 2 years. In-game time. Far too long. Guy is really dumb. Like... I can give you directives, right? Faith. I'll give you a directive. Culture. face first. Or not a lot of other spy master mess, sure. Ooh. Statue. Cool statue. At age. It can't be more than one well-placed strike. I'm victorious. Oh. Uh-huh. I bested you in single combat. My sword. Grandeur keeps decreasing. More money. Cousin's been imprisoned. Never have an antiquarian. Oh, yeah, poet. Cousin's been released. My cousin's been imprisoned. God damn. We're in so much debt. The plan to murder my friendo, which cannot stand. You have 300 men. Are you? Why is Pontus Thessalonica. Why are none of these rising up? Familial Kinslayer. So your claims. Right. All right, we'll call in Georgia and Georgia. Oh no. I'm putting him even further in the hole. They have raised a holy order. Called in this guy. No. We'll take the contested territory and then start our offensive. My rival died. New martial perk. That is going to be absolute control. Ah. Lebanon's being captured. Maintain that siege. No need to not do that. What? Sure. Ransoms. What? Teach that. You morons. You wasted. Oh my god. We could. This is why we can't have nice things. Throw him in jail. My men are starving. My nephew. We have claims on that. That could be useful. I could make you Duke of Georgia. Keep your gold. No friendship is enough. Alright, we're gonna wait here for a moment. That's unnecessary, but thanks. Gonna wait for our army to reinforce a bit and for our coffers, or not our coffers, our supplies of food to refill. All these lords, they keep wanting to go mercenary. The Voice of Shadow. Station the besiegers. That is a fortified bishopric. New fascination has been discovered. Trebuchet, we're going to Castle Bailey's. Dang, windmills. Urbanization. Yeah. Oh wow. Multiple fortified temples. Why are the fucking Persians here? Prisoners. You're a prisoner. Negotiate release. I go there. Alright. What? Okay. They gave it to me in time. Overseer. Excellent little thing. Let's sway you. Have I bribed you? No. Let me bribe you. Can I usurp the title? A pretty good No, I cannot usurp the title. Maybe if I get to True. You can probably get to... Don't be a killjoy. Here, let's grant this to my son. I'll grant him a directive to convert the faith. Soon. Culture. That's objective. All cultures. Gain some legitimacy. What is my current legitimacy? I need 150. What gives me legitimacy? Feasts? Feasts give me legitimacy. I also can bolster some of my ranks here. Here, let's destroy this so that we can replace it with the superior trebuchet. It's a capital. My son and oh, my son's marrying an Amazonian woman. I don't need creation. Okay. We'll host our wedding here. Well, not our wedding, but a wedding within the family, to be sure. Take that money. There's someone on a faction. I'm gonna hold that over him. I'm not going to about to get married. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I got the money. It happens. Fighting. Enjoy. What's the wedding? Validated. It was the plague. We canceled the wedding because there was a plague. Fuck. Right. Major epidemic prevention. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Losing so much money. Oh my god. My son. Son is dead. A higher quality. I've been sitting on a massive pile of money for a while, but I forgot, you know. Not infinite. Guards. You know what? Hey, money. Money is money. I was hoping for giant pile of money. Lord of The King of Cyprus. Agricultures with Greek or no. We'll do no such thing. Peasant Rebel has been disbanded. She is my cousin and sister-in-law. I'll ransom her. Can I force her to get a divorce? A battle axe. Your vassal directive culture. My own. I have a truce with the Byzantines. Claim on. Okay, if I waged a holy war just for that, it doesn't look like they would respond, because they do have big allies. We'll need. I mean, these are Apostolic Armenians, so this should probably be our next target. That. Bellum Justum. Just wars. That's not just war, as in only war and nothing else, but out of threats. If I were to replace that unit of pikes with a unit of bows, they're good in hills. Counter skirmishers. It's not. I am 100 off. Oh. 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 Oh, thank you. Allies. Let's call Tbilisi, Georgia, and Georgia. Tbilisi is the capital of Georgia. So, more Georgia. Georgia on my mind, which is the song about the other Georgia, the American state. And we'll get this, for 44? Yeah. Right. Oh. With these trebuchets, these sieges are gonna end fast. What? I have family members who can get married. We wiped their entire army. This is the war goal and their capital. And they just lost a lot of land there. So let's grant this to... Grant title. Let's also grant him Antioch. And then let's also grant him that. It's new. We put tech. Maybe? No, not necessary. We're a little bit in debt, so that could have gone a little better. Ransom captain. How quickly do you make money? You don't. Take muscle. I catch. Alright. The invaders thrown back. Force them to give me money. Oh. That's not even a... Some of these castles aren't castles. You should be mindful of that. Alright, that seems like a good place to end it. I haven't been using this, which is way better. Yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Thank y'all for watching. Next time, you know, you get a little sortie into there. What are you declaring? Sultanate of Anatolia. Oh, please do that actually, because then I can holy war for the duchy. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I hope y'all enjoyed. Next stream is going to be on today's Wednesday, so Friday. Hope to see y'all then. In the meantime, like to stay up to date with Live2d stuff. I post the occasional meme, etc., etc. You can find that on my social media there, Twitter and Blue Sky. You can find the same and more on my Discord there, including stream updates, random thoughts that pop in my head, special events when they happen. If you want to catch up on VODs or watch any of the edited content I produce every now and again, you can find that on my YouTube channel there. One for VODs, one for edits. Still need to produce more edits, but we're getting to it. And of course, there's always Old Faithful. Drop a follow here, get notified when I go live next, which is once again on Friday. Anyway, that's going to be it for my time. Bye-bye.